Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy, and today we are going to do a little bit of sketching, drawing with my ink pen and my handmade journal with all this glorious handmade paper that's in it. And I'm trying to work some of the back pages because it comes in these signatures, and this back signature is a little hard to work on, so I have another journal underneath that I've clipped it to kind of level it out. Made myself a cup of tea. It's getting late. I need to go to bed soon, but I wanted to enjoy a cup of tea and draw for a little while before bed. So here we are. This is my Staedtler water-based, water-resistant pigment liner 0.6. 5 is my go-to size, and I'm just trying to go through my larger size pens. It's peppermint tea, if anyone's wondering. A favorite. This is a slightly chunkier ink than I'm used to, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Get in some basic lines here. I'm drawing a fish. It is, actually I don't know what the date is today. My days have kind of all mushed together these last few. It's the 17th of February, and 2025, for those of you watching this in the future. Just got done watching, what is it, 3,000 Days of Longing, and I came out a while ago. I hadn't gotten to it yet, and I wanted to watch something different, and it kind of caught my eye, so I figured, okay, well, I'll go for it. And it was very different than I was expecting. It was a beautiful story, really, really gorgeous, well done. A little sad. A little bit of a different ending than I was expecting. All right, I'm getting lost in details already. There we go. Here. A little bit of like that. Okay. It kind of spills over onto this page a bit, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind that. I don't know that you guys are going to be able to see all of the stuff I'm going to do in that little section right there. There. Here. This comes out. Going the wrong direction. And I was just going to go to bed, and then I really remembered I really wanted a cup of tea, so I decided I haven't drawn yet today. I'm going to sit down and draw for a little while. I did just finish up my binder for making my binder for all of my stencils. Super happy with how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoy the little videos that I have of it. Oh, goodness. Getting sleepy. What else did I do today? I went and saw my son yesterday, went and visited. Went out for lunch with a friend. After that, kind of a late lunch, around 3 o'clock. Had a fabulous BLT with avocado, which is a great way to have a BLT. If you like avocado, which I do. And yeah, today's just the rest of the day today. I was supposed to work, but it's President's Day, and the company that I'm assigned to, that I'm contracted with right now, recognizes President's Day as a holiday, but we don't get that one off for Robert Half, so I have to use leave to cover the day, but that's okay. It's just not one of the days that we get. I should probably put the rest of them in here, huh? I'm not going to be able to. Here. It was a slightly sad story too, the movie that I watched. I felt. Which I wasn't really expecting. The previews make it look more like an adventure kind of tale. But it was more of a kind of a sad love story. There. To my mind. And I try to steer clear from those. I don't need help crying. I've got that skill down. Oh. There we go. Once again, getting lost in details, and that's not what I wanted to do. It's one of my things that I do. Get lost in the details right out of the gate. And when I do that, sometimes I lose proportion, which can be a real drag. It was a nice relaxing weekend. I spent Saturday here just working on my binder for all my stuff. That took 2 days to complete. Listening to, what is the name of the book I'm listening to right now? It's a goofy book. Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's a lit RPG book, and it is actually kind of a super fun read. I'm listening to it on Audible. I'm addicted to Audible. That's what gets me through my work days. And yeah. So I've been listening to that. It's kind of super fun, silly story. I'm getting to the point where I don't want to turn the books off though, so that's kind of this little face is right in here, so I don't want to go there, and that. There we go. think the other eye goes right here. Like that. That. This one here, like so. All kinds of stuff going on up here. There's wispy fins. I haven't done many just ink drawings in this book. I usually put color on them. But I'm really feeling very much like doing an ink drawing tonight. That. There. That. It's got some kind of dark markings on his little face. Like that. And there's some dark markings over here. Not too dark though, so I'm gonna go a little light. There's a dark spot there. Little crystally marks there. And these markings kind of go around like that. The book I'm listening to is kind of an action adventure book. And I'm really liking it. I'm also reading currently. I'm 3/4 of the way through. I think the name, I can't see it through my cup that's over there. Bender, I think is the name of it, by Cassie Alexander. I bought her books on a whim. Ads on Instagram got me once again. In the nighttime when I'm doom scrolling, I'm like, ooh, I think I might like those books. I'll get those. Of course, you wake up the next day and you're like, oh man. I did promise myself that this year I would read the books I have on hand before I buy any more actual books. It was like a promise to myself, and I ended up buying books on a whim in the night. You know, you get all tucked up in bed and start, I'm just gonna see what's going on Instagram. 2 hours later, you've ordered books and you're up later than you need to be, and yeah. So I got those books. I ended up ordering myself 2 different sets of books that night. I was like, ooh, I want those. Ooh, I want those. All right, put the phone down. But just put the phone down, go to sleep. I mean, for the love of all that's holy in the world, stop buying stuff. So, it's a 3 book. The Cassie Alexander books. It's a 3-book trilogy. A trilogy, 3 books, obviously. And then I got the trilogy, but I can't see them from here. By hold on, I'll go grab one. Actually, I'm just gonna look at them. Jessica D. Norris. Fire Sight, Frost Sight, and Storm Sight. They're dragon books. I grabbed those that night as well. And yeah. So I have books to read, additional to the already pretty decent collection that I have here. Alright, these fins are going like all the way around like that. And then like that. He's got a little side fin thing going on over here. There's a lot going on in the front and I can't really tell what's going on, so I'm just winging it. All these fins and what they're doing. They're kind of deeply folded upon themselves, I guess. There we go. Like that. I babysat the grandkids on Friday. My grandbabies. At my daughter's house, she needed to sign them up for their co-op for school. So I went over and babysat for a little while. There we go. I think that's the right shape. Ouch. Just put my leg on the desk. And there's another fin down here. That's poking out like this. Fold it up on itself a little bit and then peeking out right there from behind. So it's been a pretty busy work week, and now it's Monday, so my work week starts tomorrow. I've been very busy with the kids and grandkids. Ooh, goodness gracious, sorry about that. And I haven't had a lot of time in the house to do art things these last few days. Have been really nice to be able to be home. Guess I don't really need to get into all of the details, right? Y'all know what a fish looks like. That they have scales. Try and get some shading in. I did get in this book the other day. Yesterday? Yeah, last night before bed. I was in here kind of going over previous drawings with acrylic marker to freshen them a little bit and make them look more finished. Because now that it's been, this paper is handmade, so it's dyed, so it's very porous, very porous. It does kind of soak up the product you put on, and then some of my drawings that I've done dried really light. Like this is a painting, so over gesso, so those didn't. But this one was super faded, so I went over it with acrylic markers. My Grabie acrylic markers that I got. And I think it looks so much nicer, more crisp. And I kind of added some color. So I had fun doing that. There was one more in here that the raven, I went over him with some more black. It's, well, not black, I used this indigo kind of color. And I really like how he looks now too. So then I thought, and then yesterday, I didn't film this, but I did this one. Just listening to my book and reading. It's the acrylic markers and then the gel sticks for the background. Lots of fun doing that. And I figured since it's on the desk, I'll just sit down and paint or draw for a little while. And while I'm drawing, I might as well turn on the camera, right? I think I've been having a hard time videoing because I just want to draw. I don't necessarily want to turn on the camera. And I mean, the whole point of having a YouTube channel is to video my art and put it out to share, like, with you guys. And I've been having like this weird, I don't want to turn the camera on situation going on, so I'm like, just do it. You know you want to. Yeah, I really want to. It's just, and I have been setting aside time to draw just for me, to draw and paint, and not video it, which I think is important to do, to keep, you know, some of your creative juices just for yourself, to, you know, enjoy just sitting down and drawing without the camera on and no pressure. Not that I feel pressured to do a video, I really don't, but to entertain, I guess, to talk to the camera. You don't always want to talk when you're drawing. And I've heard fellow artists say that before. You know, sometimes I just don't want to turn on the camera. So don't, you know, so just sit down and draw because you feel like it. Not every single piece of art, and I have a hard time with that one too, needs to be professional finished piece, and not every single creation or creative moment needs to be videoed. It is okay to take time for myself to just sit in silence. And I mean, a silent video isn't all that entertaining. I'm sure no one wants me to get on here and just be silently drawing along and, you know, no music, no nothing in the background, just lost in my own mind. That's not entertaining, right? So I've been doing that at night. I have my, if you were here for the vlog, I have my little art set up over there by the TV too. So I grabbed, I'm not going to get them now, but I did doodle while I was listening to a show yesterday or day before yesterday. So I've been doing art. I've just not been filming doing art. It's just been, I don't know. I think I need to slow down on the overtime for work, for the day job, and kind of rein that in a little bit and get back to me and what I like to do. I mean, the money's really nice, but honestly would rather be doing art all day than, you know, working for someone else. I can draw all day, every day. It does not bother me at all to draw all day, every day. Let's see. I think I did. That's why it looks funky. I missed a bunch of fin. I'm like, why does it look? Because there's this beautiful curve here with all this stuff going on here, which actually comes out a little bit farther than that. Comes out about there. We can just extend this out. It's a little better. I missed a chunk of fin that is right to about there, like so, and then that. It comes in like this. That one. And around like that. And there's a little bit of darker marking right there. This section here is pretty dark. Not black, but pretty dark. So I'm gonna just get in here. Like that, okay. Like that. This is to there. Like that. Something folded up on itself. Like that. There. It's all right. Okay, we have the shadow here. Coming down, shadows here. That. Ooh, forgot about my tea. There we go. Like that. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. I got really quiet. I'm lost in details. Sorry. It's been a quiet couple of days. I went out and, well, yesterday morning I slept till 10:30, Sunday. Saturday I slept till noon. I haven't done that in ages. Just kind of got up, worked on my book thing, did a little bit of videoing for the vlog, went to the store on Saturday. Saturday was a chill day, an at-home day, and I just wasn't in the mood at all to do work-related things, so I didn't log on for work and just took the day. And with it being a holiday, no one else was on all weekend anyways. I got on today for a couple of hours. It's Monday, President's Day, so just to see if they needed me to do anything, because we have stuff that's due on Tuesday that's not even close to finished and is definitely not going to be done by Tuesday unless there's a miracle. But no one was on working, so I logged back off. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take the day. I played my video game for a little bit and finished up my art project for my book for my stencils, and went to the grocery store. I needed toilet paper, so I was out of toilet paper, so I went and did that. And then I came back and made a pizza and played video game for a little bit, worked on my art thing, listened to my book, watched that movie, and now here we are, getting towards bedtime, because I need to be up by 6 for work tomorrow. There we go. So, decided to do a little bit of drawing. I have a cup of tea. And I restricted myself from bringing my phone into my room at night, because I get on the Instagram and start scrolling, and I end up falling asleep much later than intended. So I've had to restrict myself from getting on there and perusing around before bedtime. I don't sleep as well anyways when I get on there and dig around until I'm tired enough to go to sleep. So I leave the phone out here plugged in, and it's such a small place. I'm not worried about not hearing my alarm for work at all. Oh, goodness. And, yeah, I just go to bed. Just go to bed. Put it down. Go to bed. Seeing my son was really nice. We just kind of hung out and visited for a little while. He's doing well. All my kids are doing pretty well, which is nice. It's a blessing for sure. There we go. Got to babysit, and Miss Lucy, my 2.5-year-old granddaughter, is she's decided I'm her favorite person when I'm there, and she needs to be held and cuddled. She was very cuddly and lovey while I was there, which was so nice. Gotta get into those cuddles while you can. They grow up really fast. She probably won't even remember it, but I will. Get my Nana cuddles in. I got to hold her. Got to play a game with Joey. Got to talk to Gloria and hold the baby, little Miss Evie. I really want to put color on this. Maybe we'll do a little bit of ink, a little bit of, just a little bit of acrylic touches here and there. Just for little bits of color. This is very fluorescent looking, I think. That's okay. Just little touches of color. very neon when you get that full color in there. Goodness gracious. There we go. Just little touches of color maybe on the fins. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. I like it. I like it. There we go. That. Just kind of skimming the paper that I'm working on is very textured, so you can just skim over that surface. It does make a sound, so I apologize if that's grating for you. She says that she makes it more obvious. There we go. And then down here, do that. And light hand because it fills that ink reservoir up really fast. I have noticed that this paper does soak up the acrylic marker pretty. It doesn't seep through though, which is nice. Or it hasn't yet at any rate. Go. It seeps in and it dries a little bit lighter than the actual color of the marker, which is nice. And maybe we'll come down here and get a little color on the face. Like that. There's a lot of folded stuff happening over here. Like that. Do we like that? I don't like this right here. I don't know that there's much I can do about it now that it's on there though. Because this is acrylic, so erasing it's not really an option. Okay, just a little bit of purple. Makes it less large. Probably should have gone on with this color instead of that bright orange. Just little touches here and there. There we go. I feel like it needs more black now, though. Like that. More prominent eyes. Like that. I like that, okay. There we go. I did say that not every piece needs to be a masterpiece, right? I don't feel like this is one of my better pieces at all. But that's okay. And a lot of the times too, I'm working on a piece and I'm plugging along and I'm like, God, I really don't like it. I just really don't like it. And I come back to it days later and I'm like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. All right, maybe I just need to stop being so hard on myself. And just relax and enjoy the process instead of worrying about making it perfect and gorgeous in the moment. There we go. Oh, I also need to start reading again my Apocalypse series that's on the shelf over there. I'm in book 3. And in this one, an EMP strike hits the United States, of course. And I tell you what, I'd rather have zombies than an EMP strike, I think. Anybody want to weigh in on that one? Other humans are terrifying. To be in a zombie apocalypse series, at least you know what you're fighting. This series is a little bit. I never thought of the reality of what it would be like if an EMP hit, and we were basically back down to, especially in the wintertime, no electricity, and for the most part, most places don't have that set up for surviving that kind of thing. I can't imagine, but yeah, it's an interesting series. It's a great adventure story for sure, and I do like a nice adventure story. But I wasn't expecting it to be as terrible, like people being just downright terrible to each other. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I tend to I tend to see the best in people, like, and potential, and yeah, I would hope that if anything like that happened in the real world, that we as a species would be better to each other than they are being in this book, because, man, I don't ever want to be trapped in that world. It's fierce. Well, the perspective's all off, and I'm not digging it, but I'm going to stop there with this. I feel like maybe some blue around. Ouch. It's the, oh, The Edge of Chaos is the series. I like this blue. These are the King Art Artists mixed, mixed media gel sticks. I got the big collection a couple of years ago. They're like basically a lipstick, but they're really good for working in a journal or a sketchbook because they dry completely. They don't smudge, they don't smear. They go down like a lipstick. You can smudge them out and smear them while they're wet, but they dry completely, and I didn't expect that. So you can work with these in your sketchbooks and you don't have to worry about them contaminating other pages and stuff, which is really nice. See, they smudge really nice. That's what I used for the background on the bee piece that I just showed you. I think this exact color as well. You gotta kind of turn them a little bit while you're working with them to keep any kind of edge. I mostly use them for like big background areas or like cityscapes or landscapes, because those tend to be pretty blobular and less, for me, less detailed, so I can use these for that kind of thing as well, which is fun. And then the colors mix together really well, and they blend together nicely, and they dry pretty quickly as well. I'll just kind of go to the edge. And I was gonna, for Christmas, get myself another set of these, but I have a whole set that I haven't gone through all of them yet. The white I went through quite quickly with blending and mixing. As with any medium like this, pastels, oil pastels, chalk pastels, I tend to go through the whites pretty rapidly. Colored pencil too, because I use the white for blending sometimes, a lot of times. So I don't think it's gonna fit in that crack, but that's all right. We'll let it be. It'll be fine. Just kind of blend it off. Let it soften out over there. Roll that up. There we go. And then there was a right here as well. Yeah. These are a lot of fun to use. And they fill up the tooth of, if you have a toothy paper, they fill it up pretty quickly. With a minimum of fuss and muss. They're kind of like working, honestly, with a really soft lipstick. Like a really soft lipstick. You know, the one that got left in the car and is a little melty. Hopefully it's not your favorite lipstick. If it got left in the car. There we go. dig it. I'm just going to leave the rest of this page. Might draw something else on there. It's been fun using this book. It's the back of this got on in the grooves of the paper. That's going to dry down, completely dry. It's not going to smudge at all. Clean hand. Nothing. Completely dry. It's really nice. I can do a little flippy of what I've done in here so far. And I tend to work from, each signature is a different color. This one's more greens. I've put some stickers that I like in sprinkled throughout just to keep me motivated to work. There's a sketch that I did while I was at the lake. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I'm all over the place in here. I did a watercolor of flowers, and these are flower stickers that were on this page, so I just doodled some flowers with watercolor. So it does take watercolor really nicely, and it doesn't bleed through, which is awesome. Ink drawing didn't bleed through at all, which is nice. A lot of my sketchbooks, the paper this is nice and thick. It does feel kind of like a linen, and then the signature is more blue-gray, which is really pretty. And it's nice to have different colors of paper to work on in one book. This is a colored pencil iris that I started. I saved the reference photo on Pixabay, so I will be finishing that probably this weekend. This is colored pencil. This is watercolor. Stickers. Colored pencil. This was inspired by a cover of a Dean Koontz book that I have just bought. I was waiting for somebody. I don't remember. Look at this pink, that peachy pink color. Isn't that pretty? I think I've worked in this signature. With the deckled edge, there they are. My rabbits, which I love how my rabbits turn out. There's my cute little mouse dude. This watercolor flower that I did. A doodle of mushrooms. That's ink and marker. Once again, it doesn't bleed through. The ink, this is an ink drawing I did at the lake. And my rabbits, these are ink and watercolor. This sparkly one is that Beam Paints pumpkin spice. I got 2 more because I'm almost out and I love it. This is a doodle page. There's bugs and just doodles. And then I made a little map. Just doodling. A watercolor. And that's all the pink signature. Look at all that beautiful pink peeking through. And I really like how this one turned out. That's ink and watercolor and white ink on top. I love that one. And a brown signature. Or cream, I guess. I did a doodle page with watercolor and ink. I like to doodle. I find it to be relaxing. There's an ink rose. What else? Oh, my dog creature that I did. That's watercolor and colored pencil over the top. Yeah. And then the raven. And then that signature is all cream, and this one's all blues, a different color of blue, more bright, which I think is really pretty. And it's the first signature in the book. So the very, very first thing that I drew in here was, I know I have more in here. So I'm not working in it chronologically at all. I'm just jumping from colors to colors that I like. So there's the owl. This is ink and then watercolor in the background. My kitty with a little butterfly. I may come back to this one, we'll see. And then the first few pieces that I did. Little house, the lantern that's watercolor, This is ink and watercolor. This is just watercolor. And then, let's see. I think there's something in there. Yeah. A little landscape, a hot air balloon. I love hot air balloons. Some birds and snow, a couple snowy scenes. And then this is the very first one that I did in here, some moths. I think moths are fantastic. A couple stickers. Yeah, this is a really nice book. I love it. Love, love, love it. But I wanted to fill up some of the back signatures, so I'm working from the back forward for a little while. And then here's today's little piece that we did. It's been fun. I've been digging it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to take off. I'm going to sip my tea and read a chapter of my book and go to bed because I'm feeling pretty sleepy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.